What's up, y'all? Welcome back to another episode of Behind the Hustle. I'm your host, Kika Wise, and I'm so excited to speak to you all today. So, for those who don't know me, I'm a franchisor. I have a model that I created, and I sell the franchise across the country to other people who want to be in business. I'm also a serial entrepreneur. So, tonight, we're diving deep into a compelling topic: how to make seven figures a month. And the secret sauce is virtual assistants. Okay, sounds exciting, right? So let's get right to it. Okay, so I want to preface this by saying this is not a get rich overnight scheme. This is a marathon, this is a marathon. It's not a race. So don't think because you're watching this YouTube session today, tomorrow you're going to wake up and you're going to look in your bank and you're going to have $1 million. That's not how it works. But I'm going to drop the science of how you can do it in whatever industries you desire in your choice. Okay. So listen, I'm going to get right to it this week because you guys were playing games last week, so I'm going to get right to it. Okay. So bear with me. The science is in a few minutes, but I'm going to break some things down first because, again, remember, it's important to understand. Yes, this can be done in India too. Hit the like button, hit the share button right now if you're ready for that sauce to start dropping. Okay. Hit the like button. I'm waiting. I'll get to it faster this week, I promise. But hit the like button. Share this video everywhere. Okay? And drop some diamonds or fire, whichever is easier, if you can't wait to discuss this topic with me. Okay? Okay. So the first strategy that comes to mind is running multiple businesses that each bring in a significant monthly revenue. So please bear with me. I'm going to go through it all. Drop the fire in the chat. We'll just stick with fire. Drop the fire, share, like. This is all about blessing people with information. No stingy energy. Okay. So we're going to go through it all. The problem is people think that they can't do something like this, and that's why they don't. Because what stops one person from making seven figures than the next? The ability to think it's possible. So I just hope that all of you watch this video and really just stay open, believe in yourself, and know that this is possible. And I'm going to walk you through it. Okay. So the first thing that comes to mind is running multiple businesses that each bring in a significant monthly revenue. Okay. So imagine having, and bear with me, these are different ways you can kind of do it. We're going to get to it. Imagine having 20 different businesses, right? So think of it this way. Imagine someone who owns a McDonald's. Yes, working right now. Yes, work and watch. Okay. Imagine someone who owns a McDonald's chain and they have 20 stores. That doesn't sound unrealistic, right? Right? Imagine each of those stores bringing in 50,000 a month, and that's nothing for McDonald's. They bring in a lot more. So when you think of having 20 different ventures, 20 different stores, or 20 different income streams that bring in 50,000 per month, it's not such a large number that it's like unbelievable. Maybe unbelievable to you, happens every day in the world of business. So just one thought process is to have 20 different businesses / income streams bringing in 50,000 a month, which is nothing, right? So that's a cool 1 million right there each month. This could include e-commerce stores, content websites generating ad revenue. Are you getting into this? Content sites, websites generating ad revenue, digital products, and more. So there's lots of different businesses you can do, lots of different things that you can do to make money in your sleep. If you need direct advice on what business you should do, I'll tell you how to get that information later. Okay. So number one, multiple stores, businesses generating 50,000 a month. How do you manage all of these businesses without burning out? How do you manage all these businesses? Somebody drop in the chat right now the key. 5 seconds. Five, four, three, two, too slow. Virtual assistants. So, how do you manage all these businesses without burning out? By assigning a virtual assistant to help run each revenue stream. Oh my goodness. Yes. It's impossible. Well, it's not impossible, but you will burn yourself out if you try to run 20 different income streams by yourself. But now you don't have to do that. You don't have to think, how can I do this by myself? How am I going to hire all of these people? You don't have to think that, because guess what? You can hire a virtual assistant to help run each income stream. So if you're at work, or if you're working on a different business, you can generate income. Okay, so the key is virtual assistants. Virtual assistants can manage the daily operations, giving you, oh, I'm so glad you said this is new to me. Stay with me. No, this is not just for online businesses. I have my brand, Kika Stretch Studios, right, is my franchise, one of my businesses. I have virtual assistants who live all the way across the world helping me run my physical locations. Yes, we're going to get to it. So, virtual assistants can manage the daily operations, giving you the freedom to focus on strategic planning and launching new ventures. I'm going to say that again. Virtual assistants can manage the daily operations, giving you the freedom to focus on strategic planning and launching new ventures. Yes, detailing company, 1000%. Now, I'm going to tell you guys, we're going to break it all down, right? Because the problem is that most people don't know how to delegate, so they don't. People get stuck in their brain. I have to do everything. It's not going to be right unless I do it. I can't hire anybody else. Then they start treating their staff like they're nothing, and then they quit. So that's why most people are unable to do this. You have to delegate, and most people don't know how. You can delegate your work to a virtual assistant and have them run your business. You can be working a 9 to 5 job and have a virtual assistant running your actual business, because a lot of the times people are like, well, I have to work. Of course, you have to work. Maybe you want to have a 9 to 5, and that's okay. But while you have your 9 to 5, you can have a virtual assistant run your business venture with you, so they can focus on the daily operations, um, calling customers, answering emails, selling things over the phone, Google Voice. Hello, anywhere across the world, tap into Google Voice. They can do sales calls. They can, you can forward messages and have them literally run the entire operation while you're working or while you're setting up another business. Okay, so with their help, you can run more businesses efficiently and effectively, thus increasing your overall revenue. Are you with me? Are you with me? Yes, so a VA is a virtual assistant. It is someone who is not in person, but they are a real person. They have a heartbeat. Um, they're not a robot. They are a real person who is not physically with you, but is somewhere else, usually in their house, working for you at a low cost. And we're going to get to that. So, yes, I'm so glad you guys are with me. Before I go any further, right? So, if you guys, virtual assistants, yep, I can vouch for virtual assistants. One of my startups had a really good virtual assistant in Africa working for me, taking all my calls, organizing media meetings, social media. Yes, 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 yes. Yes. Okay. So I'm dropping a link to my private business community. Click the link, copy and paste the link, and join. Okay. You can also go to Kika I am. You see the little name underneath my picture. Go to Kika I am on Instagram and DM me, which means message me, the words join. I will invite you into my private community. If you need help doing this, I'll give you all the sauce because I can only fit so much within this time. So DM me the words join and I'll teach you more about your specific industry and how you can tie it in. Okay, boom. So virtual assistants will help increase your overall revenue. So basically, that is what the most successful people in the world do. They start a business and then they delegate it to somebody else to help them run it. You can do this at a very low cost with virtual assistants. Okay. So, but having 20 businesses, these are just ideas. Yes. So having 20 businesses isn't the only way to make seven figures. What about fewer businesses that generate more? So again, I want you guys to get the idea of this is not possible out of your head because literally people are doing this every single day and winning. This is like a fact. My own experience hiring virtual assistants to help run my businesses has absolutely changed my life. I'm a mother. Um, I have multiple businesses. There's only so much I can do. And I also have horror stories from people who worked in person with me who weren't really working the way that they should. And by implementing virtual assistants, I was able to take my business to another level. So now, before I go any further, I'm going to put this in the chat. Yes, I have a private community. No, 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 it's not. So I'm about to show you guys right now. What's up? Okay, so it's called happymanager.com. Okay, happymanager.com. You can go there and book a call. This is free. You go there, book a call, and they'll help and they'll tell you about your industry, how they can help. You can also download right now a free guide that tells you 100 ways 100 ways to use a virtual assistant. If you go to happymanager.com right now, you can download a free guide, no strings attached, free guide that says 100 ways to use a virtual assistant. Okay, so let me get through this so we can break it down. So you can consider running, 5 businesses for a higher profit to hit the $1 million mark. Um, and yes, virtual assistants will be pivotal in this scenario too. So if you're more into the idea of one, if you're more into the idea of making or having one business, then you'll have to make a solid 1 million per month, and you're still going to need virtual assistants to do this. So um, there's tons of ways that you can do that. But lastly, passive income sources can be a great way to hit the 7-figure goal. Passive income sources, investments, digital assets, royalties. So imagine franchising, for example. This is how franchises make their money. I have a franchise, I sell it to other people, right? So every time I sell my business, I get royalties every single month. So I get a percentage of however much that store did. That's how franchising works. So royalties is huge. If you even licensing, if you develop a product um, or a patent and you license it out, you'll get royalties. So a mixture of royalties, stores, all types of assets. That's how you'll get to your goal. But you have to use virtual assistants to help you run all of these things. Okay, so there's countless paths to making 7 figures a month, and they all have one thing in common, right? Leveraging the power of virtual assistants. By delegating tasks to your VA team, you can focus on strategy, innovation, and growth. Oh my God. Ken said, I currently have 50 VAs doing 200K a month. See? Look at this. See, you guys, listen, I hope that you got, listen, I have kids, I have businesses, I have a family. Like this, I appreciate my time with you all so much. And etch out time out of my life to speak to you because these are things that really work and I'm passionate about. So please tap in and really take into consideration what I'm saying because it's true. Ken just said he has 50 VAs and he's making 200K a month. Now, most people aren't speaking about this topic. That's why people don't know that this is the new wave, like somebody said. I'm trying to put you onto game. Yes. Can you recommend someone who can do a business audit? Send me a DM at Kika I am on Instagram. I actually have an auditor that I can refer to you. Okay. So it takes, yeah, see? Oh, wow, Ken. That's what I'm saying. People do this all day. It takes don't get it twisted. It takes hard work, resilience, and strategic planning. But with the right support, it's definitely achievable. Strategic planning is where people lack. Today, I'm going to show you how to look at your competitor or look at a business that you love or you define as being successful. And I'm going to I'm giving you the tools that you can use to create a system similar to theirs because remember, never recreate the will. Never recreate the will. It's already been created. And that's the problem. A lot of people get into business. Yes, it'll work for truck dispatching. Yes, every industry, every industry. Listen, people start a business and they try to change up how things work. We all know that burgers, you make the burgers, you make the fries, you put it in whatever container, you give it to the customer. That's the basic system. Now, every brand has their secret sauce. That's what you can throw into, whatever you're doing, your secret sauce. What you don't want to change is the basic system. You're going to spend time you're going to waste time trying to just change stuff that doesn't make sense. If McDonald's makes the burgers and the fries and they give it to the customer, that's what you have to do too. Same thing, but just add in your secret sauce. So today, I'm actually giving you the formula that you can use to see what your competitor is doing and create a similar strategy. That's how you're going to do it, ladies and gentlemen, by knowing how to do it. That's the missing link. I don't know how to do it. So I'm going to show you. Okay. Some of these people are like, oh man, I don't know why people don't believe this. Okay, so let me get into it really quick. Okay, so part one. So I'm going to go over the virtual assistants really quick, and then I'm going to get into the science. I'm going to copy and paste the tools. Are you listening? Yes. Drop the fire if you're listening. I'm going to copy and paste the tools that I talk about into the chat so you can use them. Okay, so great. Let's just run through virtual assistants real quick. I'm gonna copy and paste the tools that I am gonna talk about to help you structure a business similar to a large business, any large business of your choice. Say McDonald's. Oh my God, I sell burgers. McDonald's is my dream. I'm going to give you tools, copy and paste them in the chat. You want to make sure you copy and paste them and put them somewhere else. And you're going to use those tools to see how you can build a business similar. Again, you're not going to recreate the will. You're just going to take the will and put your secret sauce on it. Okay. So the power of virtual assistants, right? They're professionals who offer their skills and services remotely. So I have virtual assistants that live in India, Philippines. They can handle anything from administrative tasks to specialized roles. Now, think about calling Verizon. Who do you talk to when you call Verizon? Who do you talk to? Put it in the chat, right? Sometimes it's not anyone in the United States, but their customer service operation is being operated from a whole different place. So this is not new. People are like, is this real? Yes, you just don't think about it. And so I'm trying to get you to understand when you call customer service numbers, Where are you speaking to the person from, right? Okay. So, so virtual assistants can handle tasks like, ready? Managing emails, scheduling appointments. This one's huge. Social media management, graphic design, customer support. And guess what? Chat GPT. You can create systems and processes within Chat GPT, give those systems and processes to your VA, and have the VA run the business. How can they upscale your business, right? So by delegating tasks to VAs, you free up your time to focus on high level strategic thinking and decision making that drive growth. When you start a business, you have to learn the business, you have to understand what it takes to make it work, then you have to remove yourself from the business. Not totally, but from the operations. So here's a quick little task that you can do, or a quick little exercise that you can do, because you're like, what are you talking? How do I begin? Where do I start? Some of you are in business, so this will make a lot more sense. Some of you are not in business, so you may struggle with this a little bit, but you'll see what I mean as we keep going. Take out a piece of paper, write down, and even your personal life, like you can have VAs help you with your itinerary for your trips, with tutoring your children, math, science, all different types of things. These things are universal. You don't have to have, tutors that cost $200. You can hire someone like a happy manager to help tutor your children. So take out a piece of paper. If you're in business, this will make more sense. Write down all the things that you do on a daily basis to make your business run. Answering phone calls, sending out emails, posting on social media, creating captions. Think about all the things that you do every single day to run your business, right? And then you're going to cross out those things that someone else can do. So, as the owner, you have to sit yourself down. What are the things that I'm doing on a daily basis that I don't have to do? Oh, oh, I'm the only one that can, answer these emails. I'm the only one. A lot of the times, entrepreneurs, business owners think they're special and nobody else can do the task. And that is the problem. Yes, I'm so glad you said it. I'm so glad you said that. What about using people in the US that need jobs? Yes, exactly. Let me tell you, this is a strategy. So the in-person people that need jobs in the US need to be paid a livable wage. Everybody needs to be paid a livable wage, right? But the problem is expenses are so high that sometimes those people don't get the hourly wage that they deserve or that they want. So what you do is you pick wisely, pick your staff wisely who need jobs, those who want to work with you, right? Who are experts at what they're doing, pay them an actual wage that they deserve. You have to kind of trim. So cut away the people who are not working, they don't want to work, they're not producing. Pay the in-person staff the hourly wages that they deserve and want, and supplement your business with virtual assistants to do some of the work that does not have to be done in person. Does that make sense? Good. I hope so. So it's not about getting rid of jobs in the States. It's not about that, because every business needs people in person. Well, not every business, but most businesses. So pay those people high wages so that they can live, so that they can take care of their children. Trim away the people who are not producing, who don't want to work, and then supplement that with VAs. Okay, you got me off topic. All right, so listen. All right, addressing the affordability. So Despite offering, professional services, VAs from certain regions offer their services at a much more affordable rate due to the differences in cost of living and average wages. So when you think globally, you want to think about helping everyone win, not taking away jobs and paying people less. That's not the mindset I want you to be in. If you decide to hire in the Philippines, you're going to offer a livable wage, a real livable wage that they want and that they can live off of. And in the States, in the United States, if you hire someone, it's your duty to pay them a livable wage. But what people don't think about is that, oh my gosh, my resources can be spread across the globe, not just the United States. So let me pay livable wage here, livable wage here, livable wage here. And now I'm getting more bang for my buck. And now I'm reducing my overhead because I'm operating globally now instead of just nationally. I'm operating globally, and by doing so, I'm not just relying on people um, who live in my neighborhood to help me thrive. I'm hiring lawyers. I'm hiring law students from different countries and continents. Okay, so let's see really quick. There's a whole business section, use on social media. Yep. Okay. I got to stay focused. Okay. So think about hiring globally now, not just in your neighborhood. That's how you're going to grow and create a team of people who are going to help you get to your goals as a business, and you're going to kill it. Okay. There you go. So your job post should clearly outline the task we're just gonna, I'm not even gonna go over that. If you go to, yes, livable wage. Don't just think United States, think about the whole world. Okay. Go to happymanager.com and you can get a free FREE guide that tells you how or 100 ways that you can use a virtual assistant. You can actually look at your industry and it'll tell you different ways that you can use virtual assistants. Okay. So let's just get right to the science. Okay. So maximizing efficiency, right? Strategies for effective delegation. You have to clearly define tasks and expectations. Most people don't know how to do that. So, again, come up with a list of the things that you do every single day to run your business, cross it out. Now that becomes a task for some like that becomes a task for someone else, right? So make a list. These are all the things that I have to do to run my business. Then you're going to cross out those things and it becomes a task. Once you have that task, you're going to use Chat GPT. You're going to put that task in Chat GPT and you're going to say, create a system for me so that I can teach someone how to do this task. Boom. So you have to be able to do that because most people hire people and they're like, they expect them to know what to do. They expect them to have this owner mindset and they're not. They're here to help you. You have to teach them what to do. And that's why people usually don't hit their goal because they don't leave enough space and time to teach someone how to do the job. So you want to maintain open lines of communication, check in. This is not an employee. This is a virtual assistant. So this is like a partner. You don't want to think of it as being an employee. Virtual assistants are different because they're contractors essentially. They can work within a time frame, but they work on their own schedule. So you don't want to micromanage, you don't want to do any of that. Many virtual assistants are high level people who have degrees and they're just looking for extra sources of income. So yes. So, okay, let me see. Yes, virtual assistant is what it stands for. So again, we're talking about, I'm going to read this later. It's too many. We're talking about Starting a business and having a virtual assistant help run it for you. So you have time and space to start another business or to keep your 9 to 5, work your 9 to 5. You don't have to I'm not saying everyone should be an entrepreneur because everyone shouldn't, but everyone should have multiple streams of income. And you just need a team to help you do that. And by hiring virtual assistants, you can do that. Okay, so here we go. The best part, scaling to 7 figures, right? Leveraging VAs for phenomenal growth. By delegating effectively, you can manage more projects. Just leave it right there. By delegating effectively, you can manage most your products. Your projects. People get in the way of the growth of their business because they're trying to do everything themselves. So you have to get out the way and let someone else help you run it. Don't just hire people to help. Hire people who specialize in the task that you need them to. One amazing way I use, I have a bunch of happy managers. Again, happymanager.com. Download that free guide today. I have a bunch of happy managers, and some of them specialize in social media. So they create, you see all those amazing, I think they're amazing. If you go to my Instagram, Kika I am, you'll see all those amazing graphics. That was made by a happy manager. It wasn't made by me. You don't want to make social media posts for your own business because they're not going to look the same as someone who specializes in it. So if you need content, schedules, you can rewatch the stream later and then just fast forward and rewind. You can hire someone to manage your social media, create captions, posts. You don't have to do that. And imagine how much time you free up by having someone else do that. That's just one example, okay? So my personal strategy was to assign high value tasks to myself and delegate other tasks to my VA team. As the owner, you're the creator. You are the visionary. You're supposed to be creative. You're not supposed to be stuck behind a computer answering emails to clients. No, have someone else do that. And by thinking globally instead of just in your neighborhood, you're able to pay less for more. That's what it comes down to. So replicate this success. Start by identifying tasks you can delegate. Remember the list. Cross out the things that someone else can do. Hire the right VA and manage your team effectively. So we're going to talk about real life experiences that I've used and how to do that. Before I do that, let me go to this. Guys, go to happymanager.com and hire yourself, your executive assistant, your VA, your personal helper. And it ranges from $12 an hour, $15 an hour. But what you're going to wind up seeing is that the amount of money that you will spend per month is usually what you would spend per week having someone help you. The amount of money you are going to spend per month by hiring a happy manager is the same amount that you would spend per week if you only hired in your neighborhood. Boom. I'm going to be at the Conscious Awards. Who's going to come to the Conscious Awards? I'm going to play the little recap so you can see, but I will be in the building at the Conscious Awards. I'm so excited. I hope you guys are going to be there and just check this out.
Hey everybody, it's Billy Carson, also known as Forbidden Knowledge. I want to talk to you about a very special event coming up July 30th, 2023, the Forbidden Conscious Awards, the first annual event of its type. We're going to honor people who have been contributing to the conscious community for decades. People that you know and love that have helped you get to higher levels of thought and consciousness and awareness. And guess what? It's time to give them their flowers while they're still alive. It's going to be a live in-person event, but seats are going to sell out very fast. You want to make sure you're there in person for this amazing level event. It's going to be above the Oscars, above the Grammys. And guess what? You can help vote for the winners. Voting is available on forbiddenknowledge.com. And the categories are going to be social media influencer, podcast/radio host, TV host, actor, director, producer, entrepreneurs, health and wellness, philanthropists, authors, field researchers, archaeologists, space anomaly hunters, and of course, a Lifetime Achievement Award. And you want to be there in person because I'm going to be speaking. That's right, I'll be your keynote speaker that night at the Forbidden Conscious Awards. If you want to come to a mini conference, this is the place to be because I'm going to give you the knowledge that night, as well as performances. We have celebrity guests performing. We'll have a halftime show where we're actually going to perform music for you. And don't forget about the pre-event mixer, where if you buy a box seat, you'll be in the VIP section, and you also have private access to a VIP mixer with celebrity guests. Shake hands, break bread, network, and then walk the red carpet with us and take amazing photos. It's going to be a night to remember. You don't want to forget this. And you help vote by going to forbiddenknowledge.com, go to the Conscious Awards link. You can text in a vote for who you want for any category, as well as if you're out of the country, you can use the web form ballot to still vote for anyone you think is worthy of being honored that night. Make sure you hurry up and get your tickets because they're selling out very fast. I want to see you there. Forbidden Conscious Awards 2023.
Yes. I will be in the building. Will you? Are you guys coming? I hope so. Okay. Now we're going to get into the science of how to build a business with virtual assistants that will generate the 7 figures that we discussed. Now, take out your pens, take out your papers. I'm dropping the tools that I'll be speaking about in the comments. But first, pull out your phone, show me some digital love, okay? Go to Kika I Am. I'm going to put it in the chat, Kika I Am. And you're going to follow me, okay? That's all you got to do. Go to Kika I Am. And follow me. And then I just put a link to my private business community called the School of Franchising. It's not just about franchising, it's about building scalable businesses. We have a monthly mastermind group live with me. We have a WhatsApp group, and we have every month courses drop. New courses, an unlimited amount of courses drop every single month. So if you want to join my business community, click the link in the chat right now, or send me a DM that says join, and I got you. Now we're going to get into the science of how to do this. All right, you ready? I like to teach, I like to show, and I like to keep it real. So whatever business you want to start, oh, we have a special guest. Look, I'm so sorry, guys. I know you're like, she always does this. Really quick, we have a special guest, okay? Hello, how are you? I think you're on mute, girl. You're on mute. Unmute yourself.
Okay, here I am. Hi, good evening.
Yes, so we have Shatikwa here. I'm so glad you can join me. How are you?
I'm so good tonight.
Yes, so we have a little moment where I'd like to spotlight some of the members of my community, the franchise school. And Shatikwa is an amazing, beautiful, full of love and light type of person. So I wanted to bring her up here. I wanted her to tell you who she is, what she does, and then we're going to drop her link. And then we're going to go on to our chat, and I'm going to break down the science. So go ahead, Shatikwa.
Hi, so my name is Shatikwa, and I started a business in 2020 to like inspire through visuals and like special messages, because I noticed that I was having, struggles getting out of my head and trying to be a better version of myself. And so I just started to create art and share it with people to try to inspire them to also feel secure enough through inspiration to come out of their shell and be their best self. So that's what I do. My website is shatikwa.com. I actually, in creating, tapped into my story, like my hurtful place, because I realized that going in that place helped me to emerge better. Sharing my story helped me to emerge a better version of myself. Wait, so my story is there. Yes.
Shatiqua.com.
Shatiqua.com.
Oh, love it. All right, listen, guys. Visit Shatiqua.com. What's your Instagram handle?
It is at Shatiqua. Same name there. It's Shatiqua with a T, silent T.
Yeah. See,
Yeah.
everyone said that's me with my art. Exciting. Listen,
Yeah.
yeah. So, what do you have going on really quick, and what can people expect from you?
Just more content that's very inspirational, and also I'm like accessing through your course the energy that I have other talents that I'm ready to explore. I'm really good at connecting people, and I'm like, wait a minute, maybe I should start another business to help create an environment, a community, a network of different people doing their businesses.
Yep.
I don't know what it's going to be called yet, but with Chat GPT and all the access to the how-tos, I think something big is coming.
And that's the thing, guys. When you join the School of Franchising, it's a whole database of courses, and we're just getting started. We're dropping some more June 1st, a whole guide how to use ChatGPT. But you start thinking about creative businesses that you can just start and make money from. So, any last words before we get to the science?
Listen, take Kika seriously, guys, and spread the word, because she's no joke, and it's breaking. It's like it's now. Like the technology that she's exposing us to is going to make everything much more simpler.
Yes.
Get out of your own way. Know that you're special enough to have everything you dream of.
Yes.
And step into it. She's an excellent resource.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Shatiqua.com and go to her Instagram page at Shatiqua. It's in the comments. Okay.
Thank you.
All right. Stay around for the end. Okay.
Okay. Absolutely.
All right. Cool. See you later.
Bye.
So, guys, if you want a chance to join me live during my show of Behind the Hustle, all you got to do is send me a DM that says join to my Instagram, Kika I Am. Join the School of Franchising, and you'll have a chance to come up live with me, talk with me, and pitch your business and discuss what you got going on with me. Okay? Let's get to it. All right. So, find someone in the industry that you want to be in and mimic their systems and processes, then insert your own secret sauce. Okay? Find someone in the industry. This is how you're going to build to that 7-figure mark that we're speaking about. This is what you have to do. So I hope you're paying attention. Drop some fire in the chat. Drop some fire in the chat. If you want another 20 minutes, I'm about to start dropping links and resources. Okay? But if I don't feel like, you guys want to hear what I have to say, I won't. So drop some fire in the chat. Okay. So find someone. Thank you so much. Find someone in the industry that you want to be, or I should say, find someone in the industry that you want to mimic, and you're going to basically mimic their systems and processes, and then you're going to insert your own secret sauce. What is your own secret sauce? Your own trademarks. The best way to differentiate yourself is to create trademarks. We spoke about trademarks in my private community, and I taught people how to trademark things themselves. Okay. So trademarks differentiate you because it's something that no one else can use, that only you have. Products, put that in there. Patents. Okay. So you can utilize several AI-powered tools to gather intelligence on your competitors' systems and processes. I'm going to say that again. You can use several tools to gather intelligence on your competitors' systems and processes. So how do you tie in the VA? You have the VA gather these tools, use these tools, and present reports to you. So you, as the business owner, the creator, can then say, boom, this is how we're going to strategically do it. So you can have your VAs use these tools, watch the tutorials, figure out how to use these tools, and pull reports for you and put the whole thing together. Because again, you don't have time to do all of this. You want to create something special, thriving, and move on to create something else. Okay. So you always have to ensure that you are employing, ethical, legal, and respect to privacy laws. But now this is when I'm going to start copying and pasting. Okay, ready? So these tools, it's called SEMrush, Similar Web. I'm about to drop it in the chat. And built with provide detailed insights into the technologies and marketing strategies that companies use. So you mean I can go to these websites and find the detailed insights of the marketing strategies that companies use that I want to be just like? These include information about what website platforms they use, what hosting providers they use, what marketing tools they use, and other technologies used on a site. So you drop the link and it tells you everything that they're using. So when you're creating a business that is in the same industry, you can use the same tools. Let me copy and paste these tools in there for you before I go on to the next. Let's see. Okay. Good. Yeah. See, I'm glad some of you are familiar with what I'm saying. Okay. All right. Cool. So that's website analysis tools. So if you want to create a website similar to, or you want to know what your competitor is using as far as website analysis, those are the tools you're going to use. I just dropped them in the link. In the comments. You see it? Copy and paste that. Okay, moving on. I told you, I got sauce for y'all. This is not all talk. Promise you. Now, the VA is going to learn how to use these tools and use them for you because you don't have time to do all these things. That's how you incorporate the VA. That's how you're going to build a 7-figure business, by having the VA learn how to use these tools and generate reports for you and use it. You want to play around with these tools. Maybe you want to learn how to use them, but you're not going to use them every single day. The VA is happymanager.com. Happymanager.com. Okay, moving on. So now we're going to talk about social media listening tools. Ready? What time is it? Social media listening tools. AI tools like Brand24, Sprout Social, or Brand Watch can help monitor social media platforms for mentions of your competitors, their products, or any issue related to them. These tools can analyze sentiment and identity trends that may reveal strategies or customer perceptions. I'm about to drop it in the chat. So these are social media listening tools. So if you want to understand or you want to see every time your competitor is mentioned, if you want to see what their products are or issues related to them, then you can use these tools to see all of that information. Yep, I'm putting it in the chat. Boom. Social media listening tools. Can I get some fire? Just a little bit? I only have let me see. Maybe 15 minutes. Can I get some fire? Can I get some fire? Okay, I'll wait for the fire. So that's social media listening tools. So again, this is the key. I hope you guys are good. You hire a virtual assistant. Thank you for the fire. Thank you for the fire. You hire a virtual assistant. You have them watch the tutorials on these websites to learn how to use these websites. And then they do this work for you. This is how you build a 7-figure business. You can only do so much. You'd be falling asleep at the computer. You can't do it. And for each business, you hire a new happy manager. Boom. So now I have an executive assistant who I pay a fraction of the cost that I would have to pay if I had to hire all my staff in the United States. Again, you want to diversify your talent pool. Don't just hire here, hire everywhere so you can have a whole corporation with all of these structures, all these people from across the world for a lower cost. And instead of just bleeding out money, you're going to make it. You're going to make money. Okay. Next, job posting analysis. So there's AI powered platforms like Burning Glass or Talent Neuron, and they can analyze job postings to understand what skills and technologies companies are looking for, giving you an idea of their focus areas or new initiatives. So now this also comes in handy, job posting analysis, for if you're trying to get a different job or if you're trying to update your resume. So you can hire a VA, a happy manager, to actually help you update your resume and also help you apply for jobs. Oh my goodness. So this is not just for people who want to build seven-figure businesses. I'm putting it in the chat. This is not just for people who want to build businesses. Like I said, this is for people who want to level up across the board. These tools, job posting analysis, will actually tell you what skills and technologies companies are looking for, giving you an idea of their focus areas. Then you go into ChatGPT, you put those um, terms and what technologies they're looking for. Hopefully, don't lie. You got to really understand and know that you can do the job, but you can actually use ChatGPT to enhance your resume with those tools and technologies. Listen, this is, what time is it? I know I'm always running out of time. Okay, ready? Patent analysis tools. Patent analysis. So tools like PatBase or Derwent Innovation allow you to analyze patent data, which can provide insight into a company's R&D efforts and their technological focus. So you know how like some people are like, oh, Elon Musk just filed for this patent. You know how they know? Because they use the resources that I'm about to give you. So you can use these tools to analyze patent data, which will provide you insight into a company's R&D efforts and their technological focus. So for example, McDonald's. What is McDonald's? Okay, I'm bringing it back. Let me put it in the chat. Say I'm a burger business. I have a burger business, right? I know this whole technology thing, it's jumping off, but I don't know what type of technology or what type of ideas to focus on, right? So you go into these sites and you see what tools is a McDonald's focusing on, what patents are they developing. You can't use their patents, you got to create your own, but it'll let you know what trends that you should follow. You have to stay relevant, you have to be current. So these resources will help you stay current so that your business, your burger business, is in line with technology that the other people are using. Now, you hire your virtual assistant to go into these databases, learn how to use the tools, and then they generate the reports for you. So essentially, you know how like you watch movies and the executive or the CEO is sitting at the table and then somebody comes and they drop down a folder? Yes, they open the folder and they're like, oh, this is amazing. And that's where you have to get, that's the point you have to get to. You have to have help. You have to have someone help you do the research. And all you're doing is opening the folder saying yay or nay. Boom. Okay. So hire your virtual assistant to help you do this so you don't have to do all of the work yourself. Okay. Listen, for those who stayed to the end, y'all are some real winners, because this is the part that is oftentimes the hardest in business. Market research tools. AI-powered platforms like Crayon, Market Muse, or I think it's called Compti provide insights into competitors' content, SEO strategies, and changes to their websites. Listen, this is too much sauce. I'm doing too much. Tell me if I'm doing too much because I feel like this is too much for one episode. Um, I'm gonna have to say this again, okay? So these websites provide insight into competitors' content, SEO strategies, and changes to their website, which can inform you about their strategies and focus areas. Hire the virtual assistant, delegate this market research so you can hire a virtual assistant. I'm copying and pasting this information for you. You can hire a virtual assistant to do market research for you. I hope y'all are with me. Just dropped it in the chat. Do you get what I'm saying? So you hire virtual assistants to be in their own departments. And the reason why this is so amazing and like, hello, is because it's hard to find talent in one area, right? It's hard to find so many talented people in one little area. So if you think globally, go to happymanager.com, look at the industries and hire someone to be in their own department to help you do market research. Do you know how much it costs? Somebody put this in, Google or ChatGPT. Do you know how much it costs to have someone do market research for you? Well, now you have an assistant to do it for a fraction of the cost. Okay, let me hurry up. So business intelligence, right? Business intelligence. Tools such as Tableau, Power BI, or Looker can be used to analyze and visualize data related to your competitors, which can be obtained from various public and private sources. Yes, I don't know if this chat will disappear. That's the problem. But if you go to Kika IM, go to my Instagram page, and if you join the School of Franchising, send me the words join, click the link, and actually join. I will send you my notes with all of these tools and resources on it so you won't lose it. Okay? I don't know if the replay will have all of the sauce that I'm putting in the comments, but if it doesn't, yes, $20,000 to $50,000. Look, I said, do you know how much it would cost to have a market researcher do what I just told you for you? $20,000 to $50,000 for a market researcher. And I'm telling you that you can hire someone to do this for less than $15. Goodbye. Goodbye. Okay. I'm almost done. So email tracking software. Email tracking software. And again, for those joining in, like, what is she talking about? What is she talking about? What I'm talking about is using tools like this and then hiring a virtual assistant to actually use the tool, run through the tool, create the reports, get all the data, do all of the heavy lifting, and then just say, hey, boom, this is what I generated. But you have to be able to prompt them and tell them what you want. That's the hard part, but you have your virtual assistants do these tasks, and that's how you're going to get to seven figures, because now you're actually working on the business and not in it. You can't be behind the front desk. You have to be the visionary. Okay. Email tracking software. So tools like MailCharts or Owlater can be used to track competitors' email campaigns. providing insight into their marketing strategies and customer engagement tactics. What? I hope this does stay in the chat because I would hate for you all not to have. I was like, writing all this stuff down. I was like, man, I hope I hope this stays in the chat. Okay. Email tracking software. I just dropped it. Mail charts. Owl later can be used to track competitors' email campaigns, providing insight into their marketing strategies and customer engagement tactics. Do you guys get what I'm trying to tell you and what I'm trying to show you? The will has already been created. You don't have to recreate it. You just have to know, like, say you don't know anything about this. You're an expert in your craft. You're not sure how to grow a 7-figure business. These tools will help you mimic the industries you want to be in. You hire a virtual assistant for less than $15 and have them do this work for you, generate the reports, and what they're going to do is bring you the data, the sauce. Now you have the sauce and you're going to be like, oh, that's what they're doing? And you're going to do the same thing in your own way. That's how this works. So the ability to track competitors' email campaigns, bruh, like, come on. You make your own email campaigns, and now you have direction as far as as far as what people are doing. And that is the secret. Okay, I'm giving you the secret. Now, this is something that I do all the time, and I look at AI-powered news. So platforms like Feedly or Google Alerts can help you keep track of news, articles, or blogs about your competitors, alerting you to new initiatives and issues. Now, I want you guys, you're so welcome, Dina. I want you guys to do this. You don't have to do it now, do it later. Go to Google Alerts. Now, you are going to be able, let me copy and paste this. You're going to be able to create alerts based on words and phrases. So whenever those words or phrases are mentioned in the media, you will get an email. Google Alert. So for me, I have a brand. I put my brand name in there. Every time there's a news story, I get an email. If you're interested in e-commerce, put the word e-commerce in Google Alerts. Every time the word e-commerce is mentioned, now you're going to love this one. Ready? Every time the word e-commerce is mentioned, you're going to get an email that goes straight into your inbox. Grants. Somebody said venture capital grants. You want a grant for your business? Who wants a grant for their business? Raise their hand. That's a tough icon to put in the chat. Let's see who figures it out. The first hand I see, I'm going to tell you how to be aware of every single grant in your area, every single time, as soon as it's released. All I need is one hand in the chat. I like to make this interactive for those who are like, why is she asking for icons? Can I get a hand? Oh, wait, I don't know if you can do that when you're perfect. Okay. So go to Google Alert. Google, I can't talk anymore. Google Alert, right? You're going to put, say you live in New Jersey grant. That is the keyword that you're going to put in Google. New Jersey grant or Las Vegas grant, wherever you live. Or you could say federal grants. Boom. Every time a new grant story is released, every time a grant is released, you're going to get an email that tells you to apply. During the times of COVID, and I have franchisees across the country, and there was a lot of government funding, and it's like so many things were happening. How do you keep track of all of these grants coming out every single day? Well, we signed up for Google Alerts for multiple keywords, grants, federal funding, and every time there was a new email, it got sent to my inbox so I could pass off that information to someone who lived in that state. Google Alert is such a great tool. I definitely suggest all of you use that. And guess what? you hire your VA. You can create an inbox, like a email box for your VA, and have the Google alerts go to that email address. So every time there's an update, you don't have to figure it out. Your VA will say, "Hey, I just got an email about a grant. Talk about virtual assistant. Listen, I'm gonna put the I'm gonna put the link in the chat. Go to this website and you can download a free FREE guide to how you can use 100 ways. Let me rephrase that. 100 ways that you can use a virtual assistant. Because if you're like, well, how can I use them? I don't know how to use them. Download the free guide. It's broken up by category and it'll tell you like how you can use a virtual assistant. That part's free. If you want to hire one, then you can book a discovery call and then they'll, for free, and then they'll link you and they'll tell you how they can help you. So I'm going to answer some questions. If there's any questions, that's why you got to stay to the end, because now I'm answering questions. There's so much more that I wanted to talk about. I'm going to run through it really quick, but just drop your questions in the chat. I have a good 10 minutes and then I'll have to get off. So drop your comments in the chat and I'm going to now show you how to potentially leverage these strategies to build 7-figure income. So market identification and product development, right? Identify a profitable niche using your market research tools. Develop or improve a product or service that fulfills an unmet need in that market. You're gonna have to watch this again because that was a big gem, but I don't have time to go over it again, okay? Number 2, strategic planning. Create a robust business plan that includes a strong marketing strategy, right? Use this, or I should say, this should leverage insights gained from your competitive and market analysis using the tools I talked to you about, right? Launch and marketing. Launch your product or service and market it aggressively using tactics informed by your marketing and social media tools. Your goal is to capture a substantial share of the market that you've identified because the market is so big. Take your piece. Using those tools I dropped, you'll be able to optimize and scale. Use business intelligence tools to understand your business performance and customer behavior. Make data-driven decisions to optimize your operations and improve your products or services. So as your products grow, and reinvest in your business to scale it up. Let me say that again. As your products grow, reinvest your business to scale it up. Number 5, right? Diversify. Once your primary business is stable and profitable, consider diversifying into other related markets, products, or services. So use your market research and analysis tools to identify these opportunities. Building a 7-figure income is a marathon, not a sprint. It requires consistent effort, flexibility to adapt to changes, and understanding that failure and learning are a part of the process. Failure and learning are a part of the process. People fail and they're like, oh, well, that's it, I'm done. What? Failing is a part of the process. The moments I have failed have been the euphoric moments that have led me to success. So if you're afraid to fail, yeah, don't do this. But if you fail, don't think it's the end. It's not. It's the beginning of a new journey. Always maintain a high standard of ethics and respect for your competitors and the marketplace. So that basically is saying don't steal their stuff, make your own. Now I'm going to start to answer some questions. Okay. How can you start hiring people before your company is making money? This is my first business as an organization, finding it difficult to get off the ground. with lack of initial source of income. So what I did, I fired myself from my business 9 years ago. And as soon as I was making enough money to hire one person part-time, I hired them. That's how you do it. So as soon as you make enough to pay someone, to pay a happy manager, again, go to happymanager.com, because these are like virtual assistants that are top notch. These are not virtual. You're going to see like virtual assistants, oh, for $2 an hour. Who do you want to pay $2 an hour to run your business? They're not going to run it well. So a happy manager, like college degree, educated, amazing VAs. Go to that website, book a discovery call, see what their prices are. They're very low. And as soon as you make a little bit of money, use it to pay someone to help your business grow. Once it grows, you're going to start making a profit. Okay, so boom. Have you tried? Nope. Yes, I tried knowledge base before. All right, let's go to the next question. This is so good. Thank you so much. I get creative ideas, but get stuck on business. This is perfect. Yeah, this will help you get unstuck by having help. You have to get help. As soon as something works, pass it off to someone, teach them how to run it, and move on to the next thing. Can VAs help with a launch? Yes, they can help with a launch. They can help do market research. They can put together the launch for you. They can reach out to people, vendors, business plans. They can help you create all these things that you need to launch your business. Absolutely. Oh my God, you dropped the sauce and the garnish. I'm so inspired and really needed this. Yeah, every week I'll be dropping some things to truly help you. And it's usually based off of things that I'm using and doing. The problem is most people don't talk about what's successful for them because they think that if they tell you, then it's going to take away from their success. No, there's a lot of, opportunities out here. And this is what makes this show great. If what I'm telling you actually works, then, which it will, but like being authentic and me sharing real life experiences is why I'm here. This is why I'm doing it. Because this is information that needs to be shared. How do I secure a legit virtual assistant? Go to happymanager.com. Again, I'll put it in the chat. Happymanager.com. Manager. Yep, they're 1000% legit, and they're pre-screened before you even hire them. Let's see, any more questions? Any more questions? Have you? Yeah, I don't think there's any more questions. Wait, oh yes, there. Yep. I appreciate all of you too. Listen, I'm Kika Wise. I've built a brand from scratch. I started with $500 and I built it into a national brand, sold stores across the country, and created multiple businesses and multiple brands. So all of this information I'm sharing with you is from my real life experience. I've learned the most from my mistakes, and I hope that this information blesses you so that you can overcome the fear of starting a business, the fear of putting yourself out there, and most importantly, the fear of thinking that you can't do this, because you can. Don't let anybody tell you that you can't make 7 figures. You can't hire a VA, because don't listen to people who've never tried what you're talking about. That's number one, okay? Don't listen. You need to surround yourself by positive people who believe in you and will inspire you and keep you going. I'm late. Thank you. Can you hire a VA as contractor or a commission? Yes, you can hire them as contractors and you can give them commission. And when you go to Happy Manager, you'll be able to hire them the right way legally, because depending on where you get them, you have to have the right setup. They have to sign the right forms or else you'll get in trouble. You don't want to get in trouble in another country hiring their contractors. So if you go to Happy Manager, all of the compliance is done for you. You don't even have to think about it. You just hire someone. It's all taken care of for you. Go to my Instagram page, Kika, Kikai, and then AM. Join my community. send me a DM that says join, if only if you're serious business owners and those who are business minded. So even if you don't have a business and you want to join a community that will help you thrive and you'll get all this sauce 24/7, then join the School of Franchising. It's not just for those who want to franchise their business, it's for those who want to be around high level business minded people. We meet once a month. We do a virtual call, and we have a WhatsApp group, and you'll get unlimited courses every single month. So it's basically a database that's based off of all the mistakes I made, teaching you how not to make them and giving you the resources to thrive. So definitely join me on Instagram. I appreciate and when you join the School of Franchising, like Shatiqua, you'll have a chance to come up here live with me and talk to me live on this show. So I appreciate all of you. Thank you so much. I hope you watch the replays. I hope all the tools that I dropped in the comments are still in the comments after I end this. If they're not, go to my Instagram, join the School of Franchising, and I'll send you a whole list of the resources that we talked about today and how to use them. Hire your virtual assistant, happymanager.com, and have them run those systems and processes for you while you're at work, while you're asleep, while you're working on a whole nother business. You have to delegate in order to thrive. You have to delegate in order to hit that 7-figure mark. You can do it, okay? I believe in you, and you should believe in yourself too. So that's it, guys. That's it. I will see you next Tuesday, 7:30 p.m. EST. Pull out your phone, right? Follow me on Instagram, but also set your alarm. Tuesdays, 7:30 p.m. EST. Tracy, Richard, NBA, Dina, yes, ZT, all of you. Aurora, IB, Freya, Natural Patty, Rebecca, Lakshmi. Ooh, I love that. All of you, Nefertiti, thank you for staying with me. I hope to see you next week. We're building an amazing community. Delegate, replace yourself, thrive. You can do it. I'll see you next week, guys. Bye. Behind the hustle. See you guys later.